So just gonna jump right into the action on this. Forgot to set up the camera and film me failing miserably throwing the throw line in this tree like 10 times in a row. Yeah, I just kept missing and missing and missing. But eventually obviously got it in there. So you don't get to see that. It just gets right into the action of the video. The pulling, the cutting and everything else. So enjoy. Just gonna stand this tree right up. Let's do it nice and easy. A break. Just watching the tips. Got her out. Got her. Just taking her nice and easy. Walk back. See, got those branches out. We'll get her now. Almost got her flat. There we go. Let's just see what she does. Alright, she's gonna want to roll back. Okay, now we got a good lean. So I'm gonna keep it right here. Truck running. Got my helmet on. I'll make this cut. Fully. Got it braided off the back side. Make a face cut. And we'll drop it over there. So you can kind of see what's going on. Got it braided off the back side, so I'm pulling out its knees, and I got it lined up off its back, and then I got it draped up over there. So I'm pulling out its knees. I got a bunch of back pressure on it, and I'm pulling at its head too. So I'm gonna cut these bottom limbs off just to give me some working room, and then make the face cut, and then I'm gonna actually ease the truck forward so it starts to fold on its own. So just a little bit of physics, that's all it takes. forward again. That's how you do it. Perfect. Let physics go into play. Use your brain. Perfect.
You might be asking yourself, dude, why'd you take off running? Couple reasons. Number one, remember this tree was uprooted. It didn't have any structure holding that stump in place. And as that tree is falling, I don't know how much that hinge wood is actually holding onto the stump. I know the tree's falling where it needs to go, but that hinge is still holding. It hasn't jumped off the stump yet. So there is that possibility that it pulls that root ball. Number two, I need to get to my truck just in case that I have to hurry up and pull forward or pull backward to turn the tree, so to say. So if I were to let off on the pressure, it would pull the tree further to the left of the angle that you're looking at. If I were to reverse with the truck, it would pull it closer toward the angle of the camera. I didn't have to do either. I just ran over to get prepared. And yeah, the main thing is safety. I needed to be off there. That is one of the closest calls I've ever had, not in this video at all, but in general. I was cutting a tree a few years back. The tree was uprooted and it was hanging. And when I started making the cut, as the tree was falling, it was a much bigger tree, but it actually pulled that root ball up. And before I could even react, that root ball shot up in the air and launched me probably every bit of 10 foot through the saw. By the grace of God, I just hit and rolled, pulled some ninja style stuff and didn't get hurt. But you know, tree service is dangerous stuff, and even those that know what they're doing end up getting caught in these little mishaps. But yeah, that's why
That's perfect. Set up the rigging block, hooked it to the front of the truck, braced it over the top and down the back side, dropped it right in the direction of the face cut. Perfect. That's perfect. So just gonna unhook it, get everything packed back in the truck, and got one more little job to do today. So everything went very, very smooth. Very happy with the outcome of this entire job. Didn't have to take any shortcuts, so to say, but just gonna clean everything up. Cool videos from this project. Yep. Ready for another one. Cool. All right, gonna get out of here. Off to the next one.